Okay, lesson number 18 in Unit 4. So look at, we took a look at equations in y equals mx plus b form, and we took a look at the fact that you could identify the slope once you were in y equals mx plus b form. It was right in front of, it was the coefficient of x, the number right in front of x. We didn't worry about graphing them, but let's take a look at graphing now. So notice here are two equations in y equals mx plus b form, and here is their graphs. Now you'll, by the end of this lesson, you'll understand how to create these graphs, but for now, let's take a look. What I really want you to focus in on is, let's talk about this piece now. This is the plus b, so this is 3, and I want you to notice that on the graph, that appears right there. It's where the graph crosses the y-axis. And so over here, notice, same thing. This has a plus b of 7, so b is 7, and it crosses the y-axis at 7, and that's exactly what happens. So what I'm going to write here is that in the equation, the constant term is where the graph crosses the x-axis. Sorry, the y-axis. And that's exactly what it's called. It's actually called the Y-intercept. So let's go back to our y equals mx plus b form. Slope-intercept. And now we're going to take a look at this guy right here. That is called the Y-intercept. It's where the graph crosses the x-axis. Okay, so why do we care? Because now with this information, we can actually go ahead and graph these things. So here's how it works. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to identify both pieces. We're going to identify our slope, and we're going to identify our y-intercept. So in this first problem, remember our slope is the number that's the coefficient of x. So in this case, our slope is going to be 2/3. And remember that we learned going the other direction, where we were going from the graph to the slope, we learned that this means up and this means to the right. This means up because it's positive. And then what else do we know? We know that the y-intercept is going to be, my y-intercept is 1. We're going to write this as coordinates. Any coordinates on the y-axis have a x-coordinate of 0. So if it's 1, it's 0, 1. If it's 5, it's 0, 5. If it's -2, it's 0, -2. Okay, so now what? Let's go ahead and plot this point. So we're going to start with the y-intercept, and then we're going to use the slope to get another point or two, and then we're going to graph our line. So here we go. So we're going to start at 0, 1. That's going to be right there. And then starting from the y-intercept, we're going to follow our slope to get more points. So we're going to start at our y-intercept. We're going to count up 2 here. I'm going to use my pointer to show you. I'm going to count up 2 and then right 1, 2, 3. And we're going to put a point there. Now, I encourage you to do more points, but technically you could stop here because all you need is 2 points in order to graph a line. Let's do one more though. So starting here, I'm going to go up 2 and right 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to put another dot. Once I have 2 or 3 dots, now it's time to get out the ruler. I don't know if you guys can see this ruler, but I'm lining up a ruler on the dots. And now I'm actually going to draw in the line. It just goes through the dots. We use a ruler always. We always go from edge to edge. We don't stop our graph here and here. Graphs go all the way across the graph paper, and then they should have arrows on the end of them. And that's it. That is the graph. This is the graph of this equation. which remember is all the solutions that make this equation true. Okay, let's do another one. So again, we are going to start by identifying our slope and our y-intercept. Okay, so this case, our slope is going to be -3/4, which tells us to go down and to the right. And then our y-intercept this time is going to be 0, -2. It's -2 because you notice that's a -2. So start with the y-intercept, plot that on the graph. There's 0, -2. Then we're going to use our slope to go down 3 and right 4. And we're going to put a dot there. Down 3, right 4. And I'm going to go one more. Down 3, right 4. There it is. Now, just a quick note before I draw the line. If your slope was a whole number, this is just sort of a side note over here. If your slope was, say, 5, when you go to identify your slope and figure out where you're supposed to go, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to change that into 5/1, which would be up 5 and right 1. Don't forget to put that over 1. That's a common mistake. Okay, back to our problem. I am going to take my ruler. Again, I don't know if you can see my ruler or not, but I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to line it up on these points and I'm going to draw my line. My line goes all the way across the graph from edge to edge. And then I'm just going to add points onto the end. And that's our graph. And now you'll have the ability to graph lines that are in y equals mx plus b form. If you're given an equation that's not, yesterday you learned how to transform it into y equals mx plus b form, called slope-intercept form. Now you know why it's called slope-intercept form. It has a slope and a y-intercept. And that's that.